Biorails for DMPK, a single workflow from request through data analysis to reporting results, all in one system. This is a cytochrome P450 inhibition assay carried out in Biorails. I am first logging in as Rodney McKay. He is the chemist responsible for requesting assays to be carried out against samples. Here we have created a new request for a CYP inhibition assay. We're going to be requesting sample IDs against the assay. Valid compounds can be requested against this assay as determined by sample IDs that are in the system. I'm copying and pasting in a list now. These samples have been identified in the system now and can be requested against the assay. I select the queue for percentage inhibition, but multiple queues can be selected at once if desired. There are no additional properties required for this assay, so I can just continue to the confirmation page. These compounds have been requested before, but they can be reselected to be requested again. The request is now complete and will go on to the queue. I'm signing out as Rodney McKay and then signing back in as Samantha Carter. She is the DMPK manager responsible for managing the queues and assigning work to herself or her workers. The compounds in the list can be selected and put into a cart to assign them to another member. Before we create a new task, we'll set the compounds to active so that Rodney knows that they are being worked on. We can then create a new task and assign it to Janet Fraser, a bench scientist. The request is completed and has all of the required compounds. I can now sign out as Samantha Carter and then sign back in as Janet Fraser, a bench scientist responsible for carrying out this assay. Janet has the experiments assigned to her on her dashboard. All of the information you need to carry out the assay, including description and the binder, are present in the task. The binder can be opened by clicking on the link in the page. The first step is to import the raw data from an instrument file. The data is organized and processed by the binder. All of the compounds are taken from the data file. Once the data has been processed, you can inspect the plate calibrations. You can then inspect the full analysis of the plate data. Once you're happy with it, you can upload all of the results to Biorails. The results in Biorails have been set up to capture all the endpoint data of the assay, and all intermediate data is stored as a file on the server. Once the page has been refreshed, all of the data is present in the page. We'll now log out as Janet and log back in as Samantha Carter. When we return to the queue, we can see that the items that have been requested are now being worked on. And there is a link to the experiment task where they are worked on. You can also use a query to look at historical data for a particular assay. All of the data of every single run is present here and can be searched by using any of the columns present. This was Bio-Res DMPK CYP inhibition assay.